And probably if you're already not on his side, that's not going to help you at all. But I did want to just inform some people that are not liking the way Soul said what he said. This is
I would say I'm not really on anyone's side. Like, I agree with Soul's arguments, but I also feel like there still is that cadence for Zoe too. Like, I feel like obviously she could have had that opportunity, and like, if anything, they should have gave her the chance. If she crashed out, then she crashed. Listen, I feel like this. They should have let her in. If she crashed out and did like too much, at least like 3 strikes you're out type shit. If she came there, did too much confrontational shit more than like 3 times, Zoe, you have to leave. Sorry, like, you have to leave. Like, you just fucking up the environment. But I feel like they could at least give her the chance. I ain't gonna lie, they could have gave her the chance for real. For the bros and the babes, you knew we was talking about this one. It's getting spicy. You saw time on the thumbnail, I ain't gonna lie. So for that little backstory, if you don't know, everybody pretty much knows. Heftily also think been talking about it, and everybody hates Kai or whatever. Also, sidebar that everybody talking about the streaming university thing. Now, her creator, her name, a girly pop, Zoe Spence, has not been accepted in streaming university. And as we're saying, yo, it's looking a bit weird. And she had a whole response to that, John. But yeah, other heads that she associated with, like Zeddy Will, Ty Lil, you know, a bunch of other heads in a circle, they all got accepted as students in this, you know, whole streaming university, but she was not. So she came out, had a response, you know, she was getting a little emotional. She was saying like how other heads got accepted and why not her. She felt like she was being excluded, all that type of jazz. So that goes on, and an OG in the space, and let's give it a buck. Seeing Trilly, one of his clear inspirations, SoIlluminati, decided that he was going to share his opinions on it. He was basically saying from the clips of seeing that they should have given her the opportunity. It's kind of messed up, but then he was saying some other jazz, and man, it got a little spicy. That caused Zoe at a water park to have a response to SoIlluminati, and it wasn't so pleasurable towards him, as we're seeing, and therefore, you know, drama goes on. He battered his mind back, yada yada. So that brings us to here, where we're going to be seeing what is really going on with this situation now, because yeah, this shit getting a little crazy. The streaming university shit, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I think doing this shit is, you know, pretty cool idea, whatever, on Kai's part, you know what I'm saying, to try to show love to other creators, try to get them in, but yeah, it's coming with its backlash. So Trill talks everything. Trill, yeah, it's everything. Let's just see what the fuck is going on. Yo, gang, shout out Novely. We got the Zoe Spencer situation has got worse. If you want to watch the OG vid, down in the description, first link, share the love with Novely. I ain't gonna lie, we need to put out that positive reinforcement, like I always say. Let's get right into it. You already know what it is. Got on the headphones. Let's do it.
The masculine that you're doing, no to be around that. And I wouldn't even bring you around nobody. After a while, you would just become annoying. Seriously. And that's probably what Kai see. Maybe you just an annoying female.
It seems like the Zoe Spencer situation.
Yeah, that's also kind of like the stigma that Zoe has. Like, she got that stigma of like doing too much. Or doing too much shit for the clip. Like, we try and clip farm too hard, you know what I'm saying? And to a factor, obviously, playing it up to the degree, I totally understand. Like, heads be clip farming and doing shit all the time. But when you play it to the factor where this is becoming a common thing, and you're like known for this, obviously it's not good rep to have, you know what I mean? But we are seeing
it's just never gonna die down. I honestly thought I was gonna make that one video on it, but apparently she's beefing with the entire industry now purely because Kai didn't let her into Streamer University, and her newest target is SoIlluminati.
Am I wrong for thinking it's not that deep? Like, everyone else obviously in Zoe's friend group got accepted and all that shit, but I at the end of the day, like, hun, you're still a content creator, you're still a streamer. Like, you're going to be able to create content regardless of the factor. Even when this Streamer University shit is over, it's not like these heads are gonna blatantly like just exclude you out of everything. Maybe just for this event. Well, actually, not maybe. Definitely for this event, because obviously that's what the whole drama is about. But like, I don't think they're gonna exclude you totally. Like, is it that deep? Like, I don't know. I guess you won't be in some of the vids with all the other heads. You know, get the cloud up, boost the you know what I'm saying, boost the views up. But I don't think she's not gonna be able to collab with fools ever again. I don't know.
Naughty, you can see her dissing him.
SoIlluminati. On the internet talking about me, talking about you a grown. You coming up on here crying? Suck my.
It's understandable for her to be a little upset about what So said, but
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I totally understand, because it feels like, again, she felt like she was being excluded. Like, you know, all the people that she was cool with, close with, or whatever, is like at this zone and she's not there. But I don't know. To me, it just doesn't feel that deep. But then again, I'm not in the spaces and all this type of shit, so how the fuck would I know how I'm feeling about this shit?
She took it a little bit too far when at the end she started talking about his family. But I'm getting a little too ahead of myself, so I'm gonna start from the very beginning with everything that happened, in case you're unaware.
Yo, you calling me a in front of all these mother people?
Hey, cut it.
Cuddy. You.
Timestamps to
See, like, Zoe, these optics aren't good. Like, if heads are coming in with the preconceived notion that you're gonna come in to try to like farm or like embarrassable or try to confront them, it's like these are not scenarios people would want to see themselves be placed in. And again, that's not like to totally throw shade at her, like, oh, she's this bitch or whatever. You know, obviously respect the girly pops, the love of babes. Like, no, none of that. But it's like the factor of like, yeah, people are gonna want to like avoid this type of John, and if they know like, yeah, you're probably gonna come in and start getting it active, like, you know what I mean? Like, seeing it from that clip at least.
Throughout the video if you need them. SoIlluminati is a pretty prominent YouTuber back in the day. It is even still relevant to this day based off his return to streaming. But he used to upload reaction videos, 2K content, a whole plethora of things.
Back
and a lot
in the day, one of the OGs.
of people really liked him just based off of his personality. It didn't matter if he was out here playing the game, reacting to something, or just yapping to the camera. Somebody was gonna watch it, and by somebody I mean a ton of people, because he grew his channel to have over 2 million subs. Because of how successful SoIlluminati was, it was only a matter of time he would dip his toes into streaming, the thing that was taking over everyone's.
Yeah, streaming is the meta. Like, yo, everyone goes into streaming. Not saying that head shouldn't stream. Like, yo, if you want to stream, by all means, hey. I feel it. Just heads be telling Trilly, yo, you streaming? Are you streaming on the John, bro? Like, yo, one of the heads actually yesterday, like, yo, you're streaming on some site, right? Because it would be pretty, like, insane if you were sitting there talking to yourself for hours. Damn, Trilly ain't never beaten the crazy nigga allegations, cause yeah, nah, Trilly not gonna stream. I say this shit all the time. Has to be like, yo, you gonna stream? Like, nah, Slippy, Slop Tuber. We do post the vids, but yeah, no, I can't stream.
Screen, and of course Soul wanted to be a part of that, and he did end up streaming, having some collabs, having some fun on there. But most recently he ran into some trouble when he talked about Zoe Spencer and the streaming university situation, and I have an entire video breaking it down if you want a more in-depth look of what he's talking about. But just know Zoe Spencer got denied from Streamer University, which is a thing that Kai is hosting. She was so upset to the point she started crying on the timeline and not knowing why she got denied.
So you didn't make it, and now you throwing a name Zeddy under the bus because he's not a streamer? Maybe they see the potential in him. Like, no hate.
Yeah, no glaze, but you know, Trilly be tapped on all fronts. Yeah, nah, Zeddy got mad pull, whether it be on TikTok, YouTube, he been dropping music videos, all that type of shit. Like, yeah, I don't think when they looked at Zeddy Will, they didn't give a fuck about the streamer shit. They definitely saw, yo, this nigga has an audience. Like, fuck a stream, yo, this nigga has people, bro. If this nigga comes, more people will watch.
Hate towards whoever this girl is. No way you got your on and cried because you didn't make a university, bro. You a grown woman. Like, this is a grown.
See, I kind of feel so on that, not to be an asshole, but I feel like crying over this, I just don't know. Like, I just feel like crying over this is kind of worthless. I totally understand her being emotional, but crying, breaking down, nah, it's not this deep. Like, you still gonna be able to make content with these motherfuckers.
Woman, and I seen what you be doing. That masculine, you the type of, bro, that masculine you be doing, you the type of biting while you sucking it. Like,
yo, this is why I fucking miss so, bro, cause that nigga, like, bro, I'm telling you, bro, no fucking glaze. Let me just pre it. Because, bro, this motherfucker, like, yo, he is definitely one of my fucking inspirations. Because that is, like, some shit I would go ahead and fucking say, bro. You're like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Y'all niggas chomping dick. That shit is wild. Like, fucking love so. But, like, even still, like, even to that regard, like, yo, besides him gelling, like, this is what I was saying earlier. If heads already have that notion that Zoe's about to come in and get shit, like, too popped off, it's like, heads are gonna be standoffish on that shit. But then there's also, like, is her getting this, like, a lot of backlash on this type of energy in the way that she be acting and all that? Is this, like, some confirmation bias shit, though? Because this is the thing. Now, obviously, there's clips of Zoe getting a little active in the past. But and heads have talked about it before, but it was just like a, okay, situation happened, Zoe's going too crazy, alright, we moving on. Zoe acting crazy, alright, we moving on. Now it's like, yo, it's like steamrolling now. It's like now everybody making vids, you seeing title thumbnails, bro. Clearly, we watching an Overly vid, and y'all clicked on this vid, y'all watching this. Like, I don't know. Is it just everybody dogpiling her now? Like,
like, we can't trust you. No! I wouldn't put you on at all. Cut that masculine and maybe you might get more opportunities. Nobody want to be around a masculine girl, even if it's fake, my baby. Simple. Then
I
you
feel like it's not even like the factor of her like trying to be masculine. It's the factor like she's too confrontational. I would say if she like simmers that shit down, then like yeah, she would be fine.
got your on here crying, throwing other people under the bus, then he's not even a streamer. I'm glad Kai made that decision.
This is only the start of what SoIlluminati was saying, and his sentiments echoed like what a lot of people had already thought when she got on the internet and did this. Most people were sitting there not understanding why she was so upset to the point where she had to cry and be overdramatic just because she didn't get into Kai's Streamer University. When again, anyone who's unaware, Streamer University is just a 2-day, basically like 24 hours.
Oh, it's 2 days? I thought it was like a weekend, so it was gonna be like Friday, Saturday, or some shit like that. It's only 2.
Stream that Kai's gonna be doing with a bunch of streamers, 120 of them, and some.
Nah, if it's legitimately only 2 days, like Zoe, hun, yeah, you definitely didn't have to cry over this for sure. Like,
professors. It's not like this golden opportunity of content where if you miss out on it, then you're just not gonna be able to become a content creator at all. You can
Thank you. Like that's the exact point I'm trying to drive in. Is what Nobly said. It's like okay, just because you didn't make it to the streaming university shit that again we just disclosed is 2 days long. That doesn't mean you're like you just missed your opportunity to blow up as a creator. One, she already has a platform as we can see. Talking about her, but two to that is like. Again, after this fucking streaming university shit, and it's not like all these motherfuckers cut you off. You'll still be able to collab with a good amount of these niggas. I ain't gonna lie. It's just specifically for this event. Yo, I'm guessing Kai said the PR gotta be at least half decent. Ma'am, you cannot come. Now I feel bad for you on that factor. Like, dang, again, they excluded you. But if that's how he feeling, what can you do? He the nigga that runs the event.
Your own thing, and especially if you didn't get in, this will push you to show why, hey, even though you didn't pick me, I'm still an amazing content creator. If you just saw it as a golden opportunity to boost yourself, then I feel like you're already feeling at content to begin with. And most people were very lost while she was sitting here crying about it, when in reality she's already an established content creator, not only on
exactly what I was saying. Like, yeah, she already has like motion already.
YouTube, Twitch, but also other platforms like Instagram and TikTok. She is well known and even gets to hang around these streamers pretty often. So crying as if you didn't get this one opportunity so it means your career is just over didn't really make any sense at all. But of course, this couldn't be the only thing SoIlluminati says, so later on in this video, he ends up pausing it and saying something even crazier than this.
You don't know what you did. Maybe you just not it. Maybe you might blow up solo on your own. What you mean you don't know what you did? We seen the clip. I wouldn't have brought you in either. And I'm not gonna even pull up the clip, but I seen it. You have a fake masculine personality. This girl, whoever you are, your name Zoe Spencer. Maybe you should just focus on becoming a better creator because the masculine you're doing, no want to be around that. And I wouldn't.
There you go, bro. I'm just gonna press it because niggas gonna be like, yo, you really just dick sucking right now. But like, that is really what it is. Obviously, can so say this shit nicer because you know how this shit goes. Yes, but like that's really what it is. If heads do not want you around because they feel like you're going to be confrontation, you're gonna start some shit. I think the problem is apparent. Like I don't know.
Wouldn't even bring you around nobody. After a while, you would just become annoying. Seriously, and that's probably what Kai see. Maybe you just an annoying female. It ain't even got to be nothing deeper. You don't have to come. I don't know why. Just take a look back at your track record and look at what you was doing. You trying to.
Yeah, Charlie not beating the glazing allegations. I'm sorry, but that shit is just correct.
Emasculate. With that personality you have, you trying to dog out of here, man. Type of get RKO'd. I don't hit girls at all.
And you know what's funny about that? Like even with like how So is perceiving the shit as like a masculine John, I'm perceiving her just be confrontational. Either way, just with that, like yo, some heads they don't even have to be like just the heads in streaming university. Just in general, some heads just really not working that well with that type of personality type, as we can see here. I ain't gonna hold you. So in just general, that this was already something I guess was kind of bound to happen. But at least I guess it can't get any worse, can it?
Oh, but finishers is acceptable. I didn't touch her. I just touched her with this.
I shouldn't have to say it, but I feel like I need to. Obviously, y'all shouldn't be RKOing these women. So
yeah, there's no way we gotta put a disclaimer for this. Yo, if you think you out here like that dumbass nigga fucking Evan Johnson about to be putting hands on a lover babes, nigga, lock in with your life. Let's be real.
Zo is just a different breed of content creator who apparently can't get canceled for anything, so I'm just gonna let that slide and just put that note there. And obviously a lot of the things that he said are what people online were thinking anyway when this whole news dropped. If you're unaware of the specific clip he's talking about, I recommend you to go watch my other video where I broke down the clip, but it just shows her going crazy and talking at Kai Cenat when an entire room of people all looking at them going quiet, making them the main attention, yet she's not changing her tone, she's not stopping or anything like that. She outright says she doesn't care, and in her eyes she doesn't see anybody else in the room. Obviously that's gonna make somebody uncomfortable, and
yeah, I'd imagine.
even Kai himself said in that situation he was embarrassed. And then that same night she was doing other things to other AMP members like biting Duke and Phantom, even going up
The clip of her biting Duke, that shit is infamous. I've definitely seen that.
to Agent and making him really uncomfortable with a huge camera in his face. So it makes sense why a lot of AMP members from their perspective probably wouldn't want to hang out with her. Even for the Streamer University specifically, Zoe just has a certain personality that if you're a new content creator in a new environment, it probably wouldn't mesh well because your nervous self with her.
Yeah, and then like she comes up like, you know what I'm saying, walking up Chad, like, are you gonna be like, damn, fuck, that shit gonna make you distraught, bro. It's gonna develop anxiety or some shit.
Outward going personality probably would not be the best. I don't know, that's just how I feel personally about the situation. And I could agree with SoIlluminati in some parts of it, saying that most likely her personality just does not mesh with what Kai was thinking. Now
that's the main thing too. Again, like if this is the energy she's gonna bring to the Streaming University, obviously that can cause complications within the John. So the best case scenario within that, sorry Zoe, you cannot come, hun. You cannot come.
Could be other stuff on top of that. I truly feel like that's just the main thing. They've already hung out a bunch of other times, so he has a good grasp of what she's like, and if he's just like, man, for this specific thing, so your personality just is not that, then that's just what it is. It doesn't need to be a huge crying scene on the internet, because then when someone comes out and calls you out for why he feels like it's dumb, then a lot of people are going to just flock to him and agree with it immediately, because that's what they've all been thinking. And someone is
and that's what I was saying earlier about like kind of the confirmation bias, because it's like, oh yeah, again, like I said, clip happens as though, alright, whatever, she just wild and move on. And then that repeats a couple of times, but now that it's like become a real perpetual thing, especially with this Streamer University shit, it's like, yo, everybody that was already kind of feeling like this with Zoe is about to just stamp that shit down. Like, oh, nope, she do too much. Oh, she can't come do shit. No, she too fucking loud. No, she's annoying. Like, that shit is just gonna, this whole thing is just gonna keep ramping that up even more. That's why, like, I feel like for Zoe, it's just a more or less thing on how she played the PR artist. If she would have came off like, dang, that kind of sucks, I ain't make it, but we gonna still keep grinding. Heads, I'm not even gonna lie, Heads might have really kind of felt even more bad for her. They probably would have just snuck her on. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Because let's really get down to it at the end of the day. What is the most important thing to like most creators, especially in the big fears? PR. Whatever's gonna make you look the best. I ain't gonna cap. So therefore, if Zoe got excluded, she didn't cry. Like I just came out with saying, she was just like, damn, we gonna do better, yada yada, this, that, and the third. Heads sentiment towards her, at least the public reception, you know, like heads on the TikTok comments, shit like that, will probably look at it and be like, dang, like I just feel bad they really left her out. Like, yo, what's up? Shoot. Puts the guilt back on Kai and all that type of junk. Not that we should be guilt tripping Heads, but like, yo, that notion of like guilt will kind of be out in the spaces. Yo, she could have probably been let on. And then from there, since she was let on, and we already know, obviously, the main basically reason like she's not here is because personality confrontation and all that. Within that if she were to be accepted back through that shit, it lessens that, at least to me, it would lessen the amount that she would do the confrontation shit or whatever, because she already knows she would be there because of like public sentiment and guilt. So if she act out, that's literally going against the public narrative already. That would fry her. But as we can see, that didn't happen.
Finally out on the internet saying it.
Came on here to get all this sad sympathy. You on your Megan Thee Stallion right now. She came on here to get all that sadness. To make that look like a bad guy because he didn't pick you. That's crazy. You overdo shit. You have no balance, man. That's what it is. You overdo that she was doing.
Yeah, I feel like Zoe just got like clip farm syndrome. I think that's really just what it is. Like whenever she peep game on a camera that's eyeing her, it's like, all right, we turn up to 11. And that's just bad works to get into in general, just because like, yo, we can't be acting wild every time, no matter if camera's on, camera's not on. Like, yo, we gotta we have certain moments where, yo, you could play a little bit more of your character, play your little character up, no LCD shit. Yo, we ain't faking our whole fucking lives and personalities. But, like, you play the little character up, yeah, they can't get on, but, like, if this is a constant thing and could get potentially worse, nah, we can't do it. We can't. Like, it's just,
sometimes you need to read energy and know, like, okay, you GG's, like, you going to.
Yeah, that's honestly the best way to put it. Yeah, you gotta read the room, like, read the energy and be like, all right, this is probably not the best time to try to farm right now or get, like, real loud or some shit.
You didn't get the picture. We seen the clip. You be doing too much.
I'm gonna be honest, So is a normal creator who talks about what he feels on specific issues all the time. He used to do it in YouTube videos, now he does it on stream. When he talked about the Zoe Spencer stuff, I don't even think he said anything that crazy. Yes, some personal attacks were probably made when he called her masculine, but I feel like that was just a description of her. She literally sometimes goes around and talks to people in a deep voice on purpose to catch them off guard, to make them think that she is a guy sometimes. This is something she just does for her content, and the over aggressive personality that some people call it, maybe you just call it being overly yourself or just over extroverted, whatever it is, can be off-putting to some people. That's even what I said in my video. If you go and analyze the clip, then you would understand why a lot of people feel this way, because no matter the situation, no matter where she's at, she is going to stay true to herself and be like this. And there are some situations and sometimes,
yeah, that's also like another thing. Like, no one's telling her she need to like change her whole personality. She just need to not be the person she is, especially if this is genuinely who she is. It's like, damn, obviously that didn't combine well with the situation going on. Clearly that's why she wasn't streaming university, but no one's gonna tell her to be a fucking skinwalker and just don't be herself. That's fucked up as well. It's like, damn, because then it's like, yo, you're literally doing that Lala Sadi shit where you're on cam doing all this John legitimately just to please your audience, and that's like some straight audience capture shit. Not doing that either.
we would just need her to chill and calm down, and she just is not going to. So it makes sense why anybody else, even So, could come to this conclusion. But I don't see as to why she would be too upset about this, because So wasn't the only person saying these things. Basically, any content creator who reacted to this or made a commentary video about it said the exact same thing. And in those commentary videos, they didn't really give her that much gratitude, at least the ones that I saw. At least later on in this clip, SoIlluminati said this.
Also, hold on. Yo, whoever the Zoe girl is, bro, keep grinding. Seriously. I'm pretty sure you can make it, put on a lot of girls, make your own movement. It's not the end of the world. To be honest, we want to see a whole bunch of new people, you know, get put on from the streamer community. I don't think you would have been a good professor or nothing.
I can already understand what some
Yeah, nah, Zoe Spence, if she were to go there, nah, she would have to be a student. There's no way she would.
people might be saying that are on Zoe's side when listening to this response. It doesn't matter that he had that good comment at the very end, telling her that she can definitely come up and her content will be good, because all that other stuff that he said earlier, it's not even about what he said, but it's more about the delivery. And I would just say,
yeah,
you
see,
guys,
and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Like, the way So is saying this shit's obviously, and this is the whole thing I say all the time with covering all these motherfuckers, the way they could word shit could be so much better, but that still doesn't take away if their message is actually true and correct. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the speech, the cadence, the tone could use some work, even though we fucking love So it's hilarious. But, like, yeah, no, his message is right, though. Like, if her personality is like this, and her John is confrontational, and that's gonna affect the workplace, I guess you could say, workplace, streaming university shit, we gotta do what we gotta do.
guys are pretty uninformed on SoIlluminati, because he talks this way about literally everything and criticizes a lot of stuff. He tries to dramatize it and put it in a funny manner, but most of the time this is how he's talking about anything, whether it comes to random internet drama or even one of his own friends in a specific situation. He doesn't care to really speak his mind. I don't know if that info is going to really help you process why he would say these things these ways.
No, I completely understand, but that's also because I'm already coming in with a bias. I guess I've been watching So for years.
And probably if you're already not on his side, that's not going to help you at all. But I did want to just inform some people that are not liking the way So said what he said. This is
I would
how
say I'm not really on anyone's side. Like, I agree with So's arguments, but I also feel like there still is that cadence for Zoe too. Like, I feel like obviously she could have had that opportunity, and like, if anything, they should have gave her the chance. If she crashed out, then she crashed. Listen, I feel like this. They should have let her in. If she crashed out and did like too much, at least like 3 strikes you're out type shit. If she came there, did too much confrontational shit more than like 3 times, Zoe, you have to leave. Sorry, like, you have to leave. Like, you just fucking up the environment. But I feel like they could have at least give her the chance. I ain't gonna lie. They could have gave her the chance for real.
how he speaks, and trust me, it's not because it's her, it's just because it's him, and this is just how he talks. But obviously, when this happened, Zoe Spencer was live and would end up seeing these clips and did not take it well at all, because he ended up going on a 2-minute entire rant that I am going to break up into parts, talking about SoIlluminati, disrespecting him, and even going too far to the point where she mentioned his family.
Who is the SoIlluminati? Who's the SoIlluminati? Yeah, SoIlluminati, suck my because you're a grown man talking about a grown right? How about you get a life, you old?
See, so you're fucking up your PR, hun. You're fucking your PR all the way up. The reason they not letting you go to this shit is for shit like this. But honestly though, he shared his opinions and God damn. Can Trilly grammar? Not for shit. Trilly's a dumbass. He gave his opinions and conjecture. She's allowed to give hers back. But I'm telling her, like we said, toting cadence is really important. So,
And suck my you're my I don't give a what the did. Are you going? You get suck my
he's not going, but Zoe. Damn, the glaze is bad. The glaze is bad. Let's keep it a stack. If SoIlluminati said, yo, I'll go to Streamer University. Bruh, I'm not gonna count. I think they accepting SoIlluminati, bruh. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't give a his name is stupid as he's talking about me and talking. If you ain't got nothing to say, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, hey, SoIlluminati, do you have anybody saying hi to you? You hate. How about that? You done up the wrong tree. Cause now I'm not gonna stop. Every stream, I will call you a.
Zoe, please. Zoe, please. Oh my.
I don't even know you until now. I don't even know who the you were.
Now, I'm gonna try and see it from her perspective. And before you type your rant in the comment section, just listen. In Soul's response where he was talking about Zoe Spencer, he outright said he did not know who she was, which would make sense. For anyone who was unaware, Soul took an entire break from the internet for the longest time ever, so it would make sense how we would not come across Zoe at all or even know what her content is. Now, Zoe is just reciprocating that energy by saying she doesn't know who he is and then acting like she doesn't know how to pronounce his name. And I am saying acting because multiple times in that same clip, the girl behind her actually corrected her and said his name right, and she's just intentionally saying it wrong for no reason, to just be disrespectful. But
The pettiness factor, we know.
the only reason this doesn't work is because Soul is a way more well-known YouTuber than her, and
That's my point. I'm like, yeah, it's like, Zoe, I feel what you're saying, how you talking shit back, you getting your shit off. It's just like, cause the nigga you getting your shit off against, like, yo, he kind of like way more well established than you. It's like, damn. Even if so has to be
community, and when it comes to content in general, he is just a vet in the game. We've been making content for the longest time in the world, and I hate being that guy when making these videos. But if you take it to a purely number standpoint, Soul just averages more than her.
Yeah. No, if we're talking purely numbers, yeah, that's just optically true. Now, again, PR's public perception is a whole thing, but I would also agree. Like, I think as far as we're concerned, yeah, so probably got the PR right now, but that's not even me taking sides. That's just like objectively true right now, at least.
On everything, YouTube, Twitch, she averaged around 2K viewers this stream, while Soul in his averages around 20K. So overall, he is just a more well-known content creator than her. So this just seems like she's trying to just be disrespectful with no real validity to what she is saying. And it's just trying to be hurtful because that's what it seems like he did to her by saying he has no idea who she is.
I didn't even know who you were until now. You boring. You're mad because you're a boring and I'm crashing out on you. Stupid, have a dumb username. Your name is, hold on, Mike. Your name is
Oh yeah, this the nigga that be with Zeddy Will, right?
dumb, and you're how does he look?
Yo, he like, please stop. No, you're fucking our PR all the way up. Like,
Stop. How does he look? I'm cutting his. Who gives a about you? You lame. You look lame. You're lame. Oh my God, you're ugly. Are you dumb?
nah, I'm not gonna lie. I know some of the girly pops is watching. Do you approve of the behavior? I really want y'all opinions and conjecture. Y'all already know how Trilly loves the babes. We say it all the time. So please speak up for me, hun. What are we saying about Zoe right now? Is this justifiable or not? The way I'm feeling, even if it is, because again, like I said, Sho shared his opinions. She's sharing hers. I just feel like it's not. It just doesn't look good. But then, am I playing bias? Because you already know Trilly's glazing SoIlluminati. I don't know. That's why I need other heads reception, because it's not like I'm trying to be the fence sitter. Like, I generally do agree with So in this case, and I'll probably, like, mainly, I guess you could say I would lean towards agreeing with him, because, like, it's just what he's saying. It's just kind of objectively true, like I said earlier. But, like, realistically, there is no side to take, because it's like, yo, Zoe, situation happened, Trinity University's done. So, I'm gonna keep streaming, whether this happened or not. It's like, it's already set in stone, like.
You have a USA outfit on. July 4th. Hold on. Like, are you kidding me right now? I can't believe I'm even giving you the time.
Crazy take, but
nah, my thing is, like, does she have to be yelling so crazy at the water park? Though there are other families there. I ain't trying to be the Joe Schmo, the square ass nigga, but like, damn.
Soul's response, he talked about the way that you act around other people, your energy, and your overall demeanor while doing content. Right now, all Zoe is talking about is how he's unknown, which just isn't true, and the fact that he looks ugly, which if she thinks that, bro, that's subjective, that's her. But
yeah,
at the
like,
end of the day, this is not doing anything but proving his
shit. Motherfuckers think I'm fucking ugly, and I agree. But shit, nigga, who cares at the end of the day? The way another one motherfucker perceives you ain't shit. Especially if it's somebody that they both did not know each other. So who even fucking cares? Like,
point more and more. The more she goes on and the more she acts this way, it just seems like what Soul was saying was correct and true. I mean, if this is how you're gonna act due to criticism, which you receive every day, you're a content creator, then people are just gonna,
like I say all the time, yo, if you gonna start posting videos on a TikTok, on a YouTube, on a IG, on a something, bro, you better be ready. You're not going to be liked by everybody. Your ass will be getting criticism, whether it's justified or not. So you better be ready for that shit.
Let's sit here and constantly say, wow, Soul was true, because literally not only 10 minutes after he said that, you're over here crashing out and acting how he says you act all the time.
That's my main thing. It's like, damn, like you're kind of proving his point, Zoe. Like that's I think that was like the better case of what I was feeling that moment. Like she's kind of proving what he's saying.
More beneficial to her to just break down what he said on stream and try to clarify why she is the way that she is and how she does her type of content and why she's been doing it this way and how she's already done content with Kai, Zeddy, all this stuff. It would have been more beneficial for her because they could have had an actual dialogue. Now, do I think two people communicating over the internet is that crazy of a thing? No.
Not at all. This is literally what Trilly is now doing for a living. In the mother basement. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out the boss.
But if she really was upset, I feel like DMing him, talking to him off stream, or even setting up a stream that they could do together to discuss it because it hurt her feelings in any way would have been better. Because I don't understand why we're going this route. I don't understand why she's not crying about this situation specifically, but I don't think crashing out is really doing her any favors either.
Have a hairline? Why do you always got on the do-rag? You need a retwist. He's a chop. He's a chop. Look at him. He's a bro. Your dog.
Nah,
now I'll be honest.
F your mom is crazy. F your mom is crazy. Like, yo.
Say something, Soul says something.
See, now, if some had say this show to me, like, yo, I swear I've already said this show so many times. Words is not shit. You could keep talking. Words is not shit. I'm not gonna lie. It really comes to when you're like physically putting me or anybody I actually love into danger or some shit. You could say whatever the fuck you want about me. One, because the thing I say all the time is, yo, a person really only gonna get mad at some shit if one, it is really just straight up slanderous, or actually, better yet, when someone says shit to you, let me rephrase that. When someone says shit to you and they like hating on you or whatever the fuck, yo, the only time you should ever get mad at that shit is if it's true. Or better yet, the only time I had to only get mad at that shit is if it is true. So if they saying some shit that's not even right, like yada yada this, that, and the third, or they just saying some shit like, oh, you fucking ugly, you chopped him, like, okay. Like, I'm like, oh man, I'm sorry you feel like that, but
things
like,
you say something, y'all go back and forth, the drama for the week. I would love that. But when you instantly lost a lot of people who would be on your side is when you started talking about his family. Now, Soul is the one that said all this stuff to you. It wasn't his family, it wasn't nobody else, it was just him. So when you brought that up, you're instantly gonna lose people because why are you even bringing those people into
like it fucking nosedives your credibility.
You already aren't talking about the things that he actually said in addressing those points, and now you're talking about people who have nothing to do with the situation. It's just gonna make people sit here and think you're upset about what he said because you either think it's true or you're just mad that he said it to an audience at all, and now you're just trying to retaliate at him and get him upset and mad, when in reality I don't think that's really going to work. I mean, again, he's been on the internet for a long time. People have said crazier things than what you're saying right now, but then again, you're just gonna get the retaliation of Soul trying to take you down, which is something he's known for. He's on his DDD time sometimes where he beats with people on the internet, and it's just the type of person to take it to the extreme once they do. And
obviously, you gotta start bringing back the doo-doo garbage shit. Oh my God.
After hearing what she said and being informed by his chat, Soul went on at the end of his stream and asked his chat if tomorrow, technically being today whenever I upload this, should he eviscerate, in his own words, Zoe Spencer.
Zoe calling you all types of broke and all that. Man, should I let her live?
Should I let her live? Yeah.
Or say goodbye? You tell me. Put it in.
It's over. Say goodbye. God damn it, bro. I'm so happy this thing is posted again, low-key.
Chat. Let her live or say goodbye. Whoop.
Everybody in the chat, say goodbye.
Your time has come.
Your name.
He said, oh, man. I just knew this was gonna happen. I knew it. I knew it. Nah, bro, I'm trying to tell you, Soul is a classic. But yeah, this is just the internet zeitgeist. Two motherfuckers was talking crazy about each other. Now they're going back and forth, and let's just see who could box better. That's what it was at this point. Let's just see who could box better.
And plus, your time has come, or words that you never want to hear at all. So I'm assuming later today, Soul is going to go on an entire deep dive on her with prep time, mind you, because he had a
bro, he's like Batman. They gave the nigga prep time.
Whole day to research and learn about her, and I'm definitely ended up going to make a video breaking down whatever he says. But for this
I'm gonna be here for that shit, most definitely.
Situation right now, if you want to really know who's in the wrong or right, I can understand how from Zoe's perspective what Soul said was out of pocket, but I just think that's him being straight up. And as a content creator,
again, I'll say it for the last time, it's just tone and cadence. Like, directly, if we're being objective, Soul's message is right. Like, yes, the reason that she was not on the fucking Stream University shit, for the most part, what we're seeing is because of her personality. She's too confrontational. She's gonna probably most likely start some shit, yada yada. Could he have said it better? Yes. Could he have said it calmer, no, without the gel, yada yada? Yes. But is he wrong? Be honest. At least in my opinion. Not really. Not really, no. And this water park clip just only goes more to prove that.
I wouldn't take it personally, even if I didn't know him.
But does this make Zoe evil? Like super evil? No. But it does kind of, it cuts her rep a little bit. Like,
and a lot of people speak crazy about other people all the time on the internet, and you could tell that if you're getting posted, which is where she literally saw him, on Twitter, if you're large enough to get posted on Twitter for your opinion, you can assume you have at least a large amount of fans for someone to be like, yeah, his opinion matters to the point I want to put it on my page because I know people are going to care. And immediately Zoe lost me when she didn't even attack his argument at all. All she's doing is just attacking him, calling him broke, calling him irrelevant, all this stuff that actually doesn't matter to what he really said. So at the end of the day, it just seems like you're just talking to talk and not talking to really refute any points or even defend yourself.
Like
just to
it's like that shit that XQC said when fucking like Kai and Rakai and all them had the view botting allegations. It's like, yo, don't attack me, attack my argument. I ain't gonna lie, XQC was cooking. I cannot lie. Imagine he was cooking right there. But yeah, I would apply that same shit right here. It's like, come back at what he's saying. Is he wrong though about your personality, about all that shit? Again, water park clips though, it doesn't look that wrong.
You try and disrespect him, which is going to get you nowhere, but into a situation like this where he's upset and now he wants to just tarnish your entire career. And honestly, if someone's in the right, I'm definitely not leaning towards it being Zoe Spencer, but that's just my opinion. If you want to tell me your opinion, the best way to do that would be the comment section down below, because this video is unfortunately over. But if you did enjoy this video, maybe consider giving it a like, and if you enjoy content like this, then consider subscribing, because I post like this every single week and you'll never miss out when a single upload. If you hit that bell icon, because you'll be notified the millisecond a video goes live. But that's enough for me. I'll miss you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Factor, y'all already know what it is. Shout out Novely. That was the Zoe Spencer situation got worse. Of course, you want to watch the OG vid. Down description. First link. Go share the love with Novely. Like I said, we need to share the love. Final opinions and conjecture. I'll just say it one more time to stamp it in. I ain't gonna lie, TrillTalksEverything, but it is what it is. So could have said this John better. He could have came off better. For sure. Was he wrong though? No. For Zoe, is it messed up that she got cut out of the John? Yes. Was the reason kind of justifiable from what we've seen? Yes. Does that mean that her career is completely over? No. Does it also mean that she's never going to have any of these people as friends again, especially that are like, again, that she was close to making content with that are in the stream university? No. She's going to be still friends with them again too. It's just more or less like, yeah, this was a situation in which, like, you know, the whole stream university thing, it just, for PR purposes, Zoe, I'm sorry, like, you just going to have to be excluded out of this one. It may suck, but they're going to do. And obviously, again, like I keep saying, within the clips we see, maybe that was a good idea because it's seeming like, I don't know, might not be able to control herself not much, but tis be what it tis be. As far as this situation goes though, if SoIlluminati does drop that vid, you know what I'm saying, have a response, obviously we'll be here to cover it. And same thing if Zoe drops another response or anything like that, yeah, we gonna definitely cover the situation because now I done got locked into this shit. So you already know what it is. But again, shout out Novely, and I'm finna catch y'all on the flip, baby. Peace.
Thank you.